Got a little slap bass practice for you today. I wrote this slap bass groove and I have a backing track for it. There's gonna be 5 different levels to this slap bass groove that you can learn today. Before we go any further, my question for you today is, are you at the point where you're just still like playing in your bedroom? Or are you actually in a band, playing gigs, playing out? Let me know in the comments. We're just gonna jump right in with level 1. Level 1 is learning the core rhythms and only slap. We're gonna start with a G, 3rd fret E string. We got this first rhythm. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. Key thing to keep in mind here, 1 up, 1 up. After you hit that you wanna feel that beat 2 coming in strong. 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, 2, 3 and 4 E. And then come right after that beat 4. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. So it does that for 2 measures on G, then it goes up to C. Same rhythm. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. Let's try these first 4 bars. We'll loop them a little bit here with the backing track. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. 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 Step 2, we're gonna add some muted slaps on the and of 1, 1 and 1 and Keep in mind, all the 16th notes in this are swung. So that's our underlying subdivision. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 3 and 4 E. And again on beat 4, another muted slap. So muted slap on 1 and muted slap. 1 and You might even just need to focus on that first beat. 1 and slap, muted slap, slap. 1 and 1 and 1 and 3 and E. 1 and 3 and 4 E. And 4 E, muted slap, slap. 4 E. 1 up, 3 and 4 E. 1 and 3 and 4 E. The way I do those muted notes to keep them nice and crisp is I have these 3 fingers in the front here, sort of covering the strings. So that way when I press down, these just barely come off to let the string ring, and then as soon as I let go, they switch, and I mute it. And then we do the same thing on C. If you've watched some of my other lessons, you know I always talk about following through with that right hand. In this case, I do tend to bounce the muted notes just because they're so short. So follow through, bounce, follow through. But if you need to, do the whole thing bouncing. You can still get it to sound all right. But just know if you want that really fat sound, gotta work on that follow through. Try this with our backing track. 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 3, some pops. Slap, slap, pop. Slap, 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 pop. Now if you haven't worked on this rotate, I want to take a minute to really dial that in. Make sure you do this nice and cleanly. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. So it ends up being quicker going from the pop to the slap than from the slap to the pop because of our swing feel. Step 4, we'll just add another muted pop this time and a slap. 1 and 1 and 3 and 4. So now we got these 3/8 notes. It's going to be crucial that you get those nice and clean. You'll see why later. 1, E and 3 and 4, 1, E and 3 and 4. Same thing with C. By the way, these are all C and G octaves with the pops. Slapping 3rd fret G, popping 5th fret G on the D, slapping 3rd fret C, popping 5th fret C on the G. The way I pull that little move off is sort of the opposite of what I showed you before. I use my pinky and all the rest of my fingers to really mute that G string, so it's a nice crisp muted pop sound. And then these 3 fingers come off and I play that C. It's a lot of timing there to get your muting notes and the fretted note lined up with what your right hand's doing. Take your time. You might want to feel out each of these little moves. That's the first one, and then muted pop slap. So it's a slap, muted slap, pop, muted pop, slap, 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 muted slap, pop. We're gonna add one more 8th note on the end. So basically after that last pop, we're gonna slap that low G again. 1 and up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, E and 3 and 4. Try that with the backing track a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, and up, E and 3 and 4, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, and up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, and up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1, and up, E and 3 and 4, E and. Step 4 is probably like 90% of the way to getting you what you need to finish this last step. So if you can't play that pretty well, I wouldn't move on to this last step just yet. Because the last step, basically we're going to take what we just did, but now when we slap those 8th notes, we're going to go A, B flat, 5, 6 on the E string. And then slap the low E, 1, 2, E and 3 and. So your right hand's doing exactly the same as you did before. We just got some more notes on the left. 4, E, and we're going to think about it as being on F octaves. Muted, beat 4, E, pop the 3rd fret D for the F, slap the 1st fret E for that low F. I'll do it slow. 1 and up, E and 3 and 4, E and 1. That's the first measure. The second measure starts the same way. But now, and 3, and we're going to come up and slap D on the A string, 5th fret. And our 4, E, and is going to be a D flat as like a chromatic passing tone down to C. One and up, and 3 and 4 and 1. Just like that. Third measure here is when we land on the C. I added a little bit of extra spice here. We're gonna go slap, slap, pop, pop, slap. 5th fret for D, 6th fret for E flat, hammer onto the 7th fret, and then slap 5th fret on the D string. You can also pop that D string if it's more comfortable. But I like the slap sound there. Should be able to slap all 4 strings at any given time. Then we finish off that measure with B flat on beat 4. 1st fret and 3rd fret, A string, G string. And the last measure, we actually simplified a little bit. After we do the hammer on up to the E, we slap the low E string, walk up chromatics to G, so then we can loop it. If we put both of those together, measure 3 and measure 4, goes something like this. Loops it back to beat 1. Here, I'll do all 4 measures together slowly. Something to note about the beat 4 ghost note, the muted note there. For me, it just kind of happens naturally, and as I'm setting up for the pop, I almost just kind of like knock on the strings as my hand is going down to set up for the pop. So whichever way you want to think about it, just as you're setting up for that next note and the 4 automatically happens, or if you really want to think about beat 4, up to you. Let's just try it. Full tempo with the backing track. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it for this video. If you really liked this one, if you'd like to learn in this groove, I have another video that's very similar. You can find it here. You can also find other lessons, other grooves to learn, all kinds of stuff on my YouTube channel. Subscribe for future content. Alright. That concludes this video.